Okay, good morning. Welcome to Morning Rumblings, an audio-only bedhead tech news podcast. Let's share that first cup of coffee and catch up on the overnight tech news together. Okay, welcome to episode 8 of Morning Rumblings. I think we're just going to do one story today, and this one looks pretty interesting to me. Man-in-the-middle phishing attack can let attackers unlock and steal a Tesla. If you have a Tesla and you haven't already seen this story, you're going to want to listen to this. So, hang on to the end. Researchers demonstrated how they could conduct a man-in-the-middle phishing attack to compromise Tesla accounts, unlocking cars, starting them. The attack works on the latest Tesla app and Tesla software, probably because it completely goes around it. It's just a phishing attack, so that makes perfect sense why that's the case. The researchers used a Flipper Zero, but they did say that that wasn't the only thing that you could use to do this. So you could use a Raspberry Pi or even Android phones. In this case, they did use a Flipper Zero. So for those of you who have no flippin' idea what a Flipper Zero is, we can help with that. So basically, a Flipper Zero is kind of a compact gadget that lets you interact with digital and wireless systems. So it can communicate with car remotes, radio signals, and other wireless protocols. It's actually great for learning about cybersecurity and electronics. It's a really powerful tool for tech experiments. Just like everything else, it's super important that you use your powers for good, right? So you should not be using these things to steal cars. You should be using these things to help the good guys come up with ways that we can prevent cars from being stolen. Use your powers for good. So look it up online, take a look at it, what it looks like. It's a cool little gadget. That's what a Flipper Zero is. All right, so back to the story. So basically, this just involves a man-in-the-middle phishing attack. So where they created a fake Wi-Fi hotspot to intercept the Tesla's owner's data. Once they had the login credentials, they could control the Tesla remotely. So how did they do this? An attacker at a Tesla supercharger station could deploy a Wi-Fi network called Tesla Guest, and that's an SSID that is commonly found at Tesla service centers. And so car owners are familiar with that, right? So they used a Flipper Zero to broadcast the Wi-Fi network, Tesla Guest. Once the victims connected to the spoof network, they're served a fake Tesla login page asking to log in using Tesla account credentials. Whatever the victim enters on the phishing page, the attacker can see on the Flipper Zero in real time. Again, very cool tool, this time being used not for good, right? So after entering the Tesla account credentials, the phishing page requests the one-time password for the account to help the attacker bypass the two-factor authentication protection. The attacker has to move before the OTP expires and log into the Tesla app using the stolen credentials. Once in the account, the threat actor can track the vehicle's location in real time. Once they're logged in, then they create the phone key. Phone keys use Tesla's mobile app in conjunction with the car owner's smartphone to allow locking and unlocking the vehicle automatically over Bluetooth. Tesla cars also use card keys, which are slim RFID cards that need to be placed in the center console's RFID reader to start the vehicle. Although more secure, Tesla treats them as a backup option if the phone key is unavailable or out of battery. So they added a new phone key through the app, and that does not require that the car be unlocked or the smartphone to be inside the vehicle, which makes for a significant security gap. So that means that the guy with the Flipper Zero watched the person sign in, got the two-factor credentials, signed in themselves, added their phone key. Once the new phone key is added, the Tesla owner does not receive a notification through the app, and no alert is shown on the car's touchscreen. So with the new phone key, the attacker can unlock the car and activate all its systems, allowing them to drive away as if they were the owner. The researchers argue that requiring a physical Tesla card key when adding a new phone key would improve security by adding an authentication layer for the new phone. So the main issue with this is Tesla's two-factor when adding a phone key is not good. So they need to work on that. On the end user side, you could also avoid this. Don't trust public Wi-Fi. Do not trust public Wi-Fi. So, what are the odds of one of these Tesla supercharged stations being in a place where there isn't good data, like where you couldn't just stay on your data plan? So that's going to be the one story that we're going to do for today. hopefully anybody with a Tesla who hadn't already seen this maybe has spotted this video in my totally obscure little corner of the internet and learned something useful. And when you pull up to a supercharger station, you will make sure that you stay on your phone's data and don't connect to some maybe potentially untrustworthy Wi-Fi access point. So I hope you really found this interesting. Please like and subscribe if you did, and we'll talk to you next time. Have a great day.